So how much more flexibility does the addition of Adam Warren give you in that bullpen?
Substantial. I think that the days that you don't have a Chad Green, he kind of fills that. He's also a guy that has pitched in late innings on days that you don't have other relievers. So I think getting him back is really a good thing. I would love to get him in there today at some point and try to get him again on Sunday at some point to see where he's at. We were really pleased with the way he threw the ball Tuesday. But again, this is a guy that we've missed, and I think when he went down in June, it was a guy that we missed a lot, and I think we've missed him now too.
What do you need to see from him in those 2 outings to feel comfortable in the postseason?
The quality of his stuff. I mean, really, it comes down to that he's able to locate all his pitches and use all his pitches.
So with Gary Sanchez, I know you've said that he's made improvements defensively, but when he has a tough night like last night and realizing that Sonny Gray is hard to catch, does it make you think more about potentially DHing him and catching Romine?
No. You know, I've been asked this question. Catchers are going to have bad days. I mean, he got the crap beat out of him yesterday. I mean, everyone wants to focus on the 2 balls that got by him, but what about the 12 or 14 that he did block? And he got hit in the neck. He got hit in the shoulder. You know, I've been asked the question, do you catch Romine with Severino on Tuesday? Just by chance, take a look at the ERAs with the catcher. Just someone take a look at the ERAs with the catcher and what this kid has done with Severino. So this is my catcher, you know, and I am happy with the progress that he's made. Will he make more progress? Absolutely. He's young. But this kid has really made a lot of progress, and you're going to have a bad day every once in a while as a catcher.
Who else? Kevin.
Joe, along those lines, you he took a big shot in the neck last night, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you say when you went out there and stuff?
Well, I said you got C marks on there, and, you know, you might have to explain it when you go home, that big red mark. You kind of joke about it, but, I mean, it's scary when you get hit in the throat. One of the most nerve-wracking moments of this year was when Romine got hit in the throat because he was having a hard time breathing and catching his breath. So you get out there right away, but he is okay. I'm sure he's sore today. I mean, he's caught a lot of games, and it's a big body, but he'll be okay.
Sweeney.
So the way you've used Chad Green recently, some of the shorter stints, are you thinking of him more as a guy you'd like to be able to use multiple times in a series, or are you just kind of protecting his innings now?
No, it's a guy that you think about using multiple times in a series now, maybe using him a little bit different depending on what the situation calls for, depending on if you have Adam Warren back, depending on how everyone else is doing in your bullpen. So we have used him a little bit different. We were hoping to use him back-to-back, but we kind of stayed away from it just because he really hasn't done it. But it's been more of a Monday, Wednesday opposed to a Monday 40 pitches than he's available on Thursday because you don't know what the situation is going to call for.
If you have the situation where you need 2+ out of him?
I still could do that, yes.
Would you go back-to-back with him in the playoffs?
That's a really good question. Yes, I probably would. You kind of hope that the situation doesn't come about, but I am comfortable doing it because I used him a little bit more and for less pitches in the course of this week, in the last 2 weeks, really.
In the back.
Oh, Joe, going to playoffs, is this sort of exam or critical starting for Tanaka?
I mean, I'm not really looking at that. You know, that's another question that I've been asked. Is this an audition? I'm not looking at that. Masa's thrown the ball really well the second half. The big thing is we want him to go out and have a good start so he's in a good frame of mind as we move forward.
Brian.
Joe, if you think back to that day in Cleveland where you said Sanchez needs to improve, I mean, was that frustration on your part, or were you trying to send a message to him?
No, I mean, I was just being honest. You know, letting him know that he needs to improve. And he took it upon himself and has worked very hard to improve. And again, we don't necessarily have the easiest guys to catch in the world. You got guys throwing 100, and if they miss their spot by this far, it's not always easy, or you got breaking balls that are extremely sharp. And the importance of him back there, and I've made it, I've talked to him how important he is to our club. I know he's got a great bat, but his defense is really important too. And I'm proud of the improvements that he's made. And again, I think he's even going to get better as time goes on, but I'm proud of what he's done.
Ron.
In the last 2 years, has your thinking toward a wild card roster changed at all? I think you carried 9 pitchers last time. With more and more bullpen use, would the percentages change?
Well, I think you look at who's available and how you want to do it. You look at the team that you're playing. There's a lot of different things. Could we take 9 pitchers? Yes. Could we take 10? Yes. I do think a one-game series allows you to take more position players. That it does. So we're not on final numbers yet. I mean, we'll continue to meet and evaluate, but there's nothing in stone right now.
Is Severino a bit easier to catch than a Tanaka or a Gray?
I think that one of the things for Sanchez is he's been with him for so many years. He's very familiar with him. But he's another guy that can throw a ball 99 and miss his spot. And he's another guy that can throw a slider in the dirt. But I think because he's been around him so much, it makes it easier. We basically have a rookie catcher that, Sonny Gray, maybe he's caught 6 or 7 times. Tanaka, maybe he's caught 25. CC, 20. I mean, it's not a ton of starts under your belt. And the bullpen guys, things that come up during the course of a game, it's not like he gets 7 innings with one bullpen guy, during the course of a 5-day period. You don't. So I think it's part of being a rookie.